Welcome back to JC Motor Garage. So today I'm sitting in the Saturn and it's running, but I still can't get it into gear. But if I put it into gear, push the clutch down and start it, I can get it going. So me and Corey are gonna attempt to drive the Saturn to the garage in first gear or second gear, whatever gear I choose to go. Probably second gear, I don't know yet. But we're going to attempt to drive it down the road about 15 miles to the garage. So stay tuned. And if we have any problems, we'll videotape and we'll let you know what we do. But if we can get it there, we'll videotape us pulling into the garage and see how we do. But let's see how it goes. Wish us luck. Comment below. Let me know whether you think it's going to make it or not. In first gear, I won't be able to shift, but at least it's better than paying $100 for a tow to get this towed to the garage, because a guy down the road with a flatbed wants $100 to tow this car, and I don't want to pay the $100 right now because the slave cylinder is working. I just pushed the slave cylinder in with my hand, undid the pieces, and it's working. It's pushing it out. But the throwout bearing and the fork, I can move it back and forth really fast, and it has a lot of play in it. So I'm thinking that the transmission is going to need to be dropped in this, and it would be better to do that over at the garage than doing it in Brian's driveway. And plus it's 55 degrees, but it's 10 to 15 mile an hour winds today, and it's pretty chilly, and I don't want to pull a transmission in the cold. So, and plus it was raining yesterday, and it's got a trunk leak. It's leaking water inside the trunk, so we come over here every couple days and try to vacuum it out, and we're just tired of doing it. So, and we need to start getting this interior pulled out and stuff like that, and Corey can do that while I pull the transmission. So he's gonna pull the interior out, get it all cleaned up. We're gonna get a new boot for it. But as you can see right now, it's running good. It's idling, it's revving good. It's got a little service engine soon, light on, so we're gonna check that out later, but at least we need to get this over here. So let's do it and see if we have any problems getting it over there. All right, so I made it up to the BP gas station here, and it actually went into gear as I was going down the road. It wasn't good. It wasn't a good shift, but I was actually getting into second gear and third gear. So we're gonna attempt to drive this to the up to the garage. So Corey's going to get my wallet and the key for the garage, and we live right down the road, so he'll be here in a minute, and then we'll attempt to drive this to the garage. So stay tuned. Attempt to drive the Saturn to the garage. So I got to turn this off here. Got to put it into gear. Got to start it. Get your foot on the brake. And here we go. Let's see if we can get this. See if we can get the Saturn. It's rolling. It's rolling. Got a little bit. It's going. Stop at the stop sign here. There, let's go. And we're going down the road, pushing the clutch. See, it's not, it'll shift into gear once I get it going down the road. See, it just went into second. And I'm gonna shift again, and it just went into third gear. I don't know. I think the clutch has the fork has a lot of play in it, so I have to kind of play around with it to try to get into third gear here. Now it's out of gear. Oh my gosh! Now I'm gonna have to stop. Oh goodness! All right, well, let's try to coast as much as we can here. Let me try to get it into second gear. Would be the best to go right now. So yeah, seems like it's not going anywhere here. What? Turn on your hazards. Yeah, it went out of gear. I'm gonna have to start it again. I don't know where the hazards are at. gonna have to figure it out. Let me try to start this again and see. I don't know where the hazards are at unless they're on top of the car. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so let's start it again. All right, so we're going and this car wants to pull in front of me with a car that doesn't really shift. Try to get into second gear. Okay, there we go. If we can go into third gear and drive it all the way down there, I think we'll be good. See, it's not wanting to go into third gear now. Last time it did. Yeah, it's not wanting to go. I'm gonna have to shut it off again and see if we can get this down the road. Oh, now we're in third gear. Now it actually went into third gear now. And I'm gonna roll through this light here, see if we can get this car going down the road here. Oh, there's the jacks fell in the back. Oh. All right, here we go. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll with it.
Okay. Go ahead and get it on. Oh, there's a Chevy. Okay, go ahead and get over.
Hold on a minute, I gotta get into gear first.
You get it in gear.
I'm in fourth gear right now.
Okay,
Let's see if it'll go into fifth gear. It did.
Okay.
This alignment's off too.
That's what you get for
Not a lot. It's not a lot, but it's a little bit.
Okay, get over now.
Alright, so we're almost made it to the garage with the Saturn. So it actually ran 60 miles and 65 miles an hour in first gear. And every time I stopped, I had to shut off the car and put it back into gear. Now it's in neutral now. So I had to shut it off, put it into gear, and then start it, and then go. And as I was shifting, you see it won't go into gear now, but it was when I was actually rolling. So there's the garage. So let's get it here and let's pull it into the garage.
Saturn into the garage.
Alright, so we made it. The Saturn is in the garage and we're gonna start working on it. What do you think, Em?
I like it.
You like it? It made it, didn't it?
Yep.
And Emily had to come along for the ride, so she said, I want to see the garage and I want to see the Saturn in the garage. So it's in there. You want to show them the door?
Yeah.
You can show them the door.
Thank you.
So open the door. Open the door here. Okay. Someone's going to show you the third door on the Saturn, how it works here. And there you go. So you got the third door and she can get in and sit right there. So see, she gets right in just like that. See, you like it?
Uh-huh.
Pretty cool. So we'll get it fixed and then we can go for a ride.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get the tools out and start getting the stuff out of there, and then we'll be right back. All right. So we got the Saturn in the garage, and we got the water out of the trunk right over there in that corner. So we got that out so that will dry. Now we can leave the trunk open and it won't get wet. We started cleaning it, and look how clean the paint got in that one spot that I wiped it, that I washed it. Look at the gas tank. And then over on this side or over here, Look at this compared to the other. Look at that compared to the other part. Got it nice and clean. So we got that done. We got the car all cleaned out of all the parts, and we got all the parts here and some of our tools. So we're gonna have to go get our toolbox and our bench and stuff. We're still working on the garage. We still got some stuff to put up. So we got the battery out right here. Got the battery out, the battery tray out, and we're gonna start working on this in next video. We'll jack this up, put it on jack stands, we'll pull the tire out, and we'll start pulling the transmission, because I think that fork has got a lot of play in it, that throttle bearing, and once I got going it was fine, but once I stopped I had to shut it off and put it back in gear and start it up again. So we finally got the Saturn in the garage. So next video we'll be working in the garage and not outside, so that's a good thing. So I think we're gonna wrap up this video for today.
So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and give us a big thumbs up, and we'll see you back on JC Motive Garage.
Thanks for watching.